Thank you very much. Mr. Biggs, is the point of your comparison with OECD countries that U.S. Social Security benefits are too high?
The comparison is that they are, in fact, higher.
Do you believe they are too high?
I believe the maximum benefit in the United States is too high, yes. $43,000 per year is far more than is needed to protect against poverty and old age.
Too high answers my question. Thank you. Mr. Goss, my Medicare and Social Security Fair Share Act would raise significant revenue for Social Security by ensuring that very high-income folks are put on the same footing as teachers and firefighters who contribute to the fund on every dollar they earn. For how many years do you estimate that bill would prolong Social Security solvency?
Thank you very much, Chairman Whitehouse. We did provide yesterday to everybody here, I believe, our estimates for that, and the revenue sources that you included in that bill, we indicate will result in Social Security being fully financed under the intermediate assumption of the 2023 Trustees Report throughout the entirety of the 75 years coming forward. And more than that, a concept that we actually developed back in the mid-90s called sustainable solvency, which requires not only the ability to fully pay the benefits during the 75-year period, but also to have the trust fund reserves stable or rising as a share of annual cost of the program.
And the bill would accomplish both of those things in the full 75-year projection window that you use.
Exactly.
Your testimony is that Social Security faces a shortfall now beginning in 2034. Is it correct that the only ways to ensure Social Security remains solvent are to either raise revenue or cut benefits? Isn't that not a arithmetic truth?
That is exactly correct. Thank you. It's under current law, the sources of income to Social Security are the payroll taxes and a small amount of tax on people's benefits that come to Social Security. And in order to continue to pay the scheduled level of benefits, we have to either increase the amount of revenue coming into the system through taxes, presumably, or to alter the law to lower the level of benefits that are scheduled. There really are no options. Social Security does not have...
Mr. Swigel, do you agree? That's a simple arithmetic truth?
Social Security has never had the ability to borrow from the general fund of the Treasury. It is not in the law to be able to do that, so there's no expectation of that. So we need to either raise tax
one or the other.
Or,
Mr. Swigel, you agree? One or the other?
Now, better demographics would help, but ultimately, yes, you need either more more taxes or to reduce benefits from what's now scheduled.
Ms. Hanauer, what are the ways that a $1 million earner can contribute a smaller share of their income to Social Security than a teacher or firefighter?
Thank you, Senator. A $1 million earner contributes less because there is an earnings cap that kicks in at about $177,000 next year, and nobody pays taxes on their earnings above that cap, and because investment income, which makes up a disproportionate share of the earnings of those $1 million earners, is not taxed at all for Social Security.
The investment income issue, who are the primary beneficiaries of that exemption?
The wealthiest Americans benefit most from the exemption on investment income.
Now, both you and Ms. Romig have talked about income inequality. Is it accurate to say that as American income inequality has worsened, more and more of America's national income has moved to high-income earners and therefore has moved beyond the reach of the existing Social Security revenue system?
Yes.
That's a function of income inequality as much, and it's had a direct effect on Social Security solvency.
Income inequality, and we have also cut taxes on those earners for other parts of our budget.
Ms. Romig, do you agree?
I do.
So income inequality has a pernicious effect on Social Security solvency unless we take steps to address both income inequality and Social Security solvency, which I contend my bill would do. Do you agree with that contention, Ms. Romig?
I do agree with that. Yeah, and I would add, as Steve Goss said, that this level of rising inequality was not anticipated in 1983 when we last addressed Social Security solvency.
And it's done wonders for high-income folks in America, which is terrific until you have a Social Security problem, and paying a fair share from the most successful and privileged Americans then becomes an obvious place to bring the system back to solvency. And with that, let me turn to my distinguished ranking member, Senator Grassley, who will be followed by Senator Murray, our distinguished chairman of appropriations.